since I left, he decorated his office, and it's pretty fancy. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm actually jealous. I think his office is actually my office now. He's so enamored with these artistic designs on posters and potentially could be merch. Look at this stuff. Look at this. It's pretty cool. I really like this one. What do you guys think? The Mercy? This one's pretty cool. Controversy, one with the SUJ. That's neat. The Squad is sick. Really cool designs. Some different variations in Mercy. Yeah. I might have to change that. Something else. Ferrari might be good. Just blame it on God. Guys, really trying to make sure we get that Ferrari season dismissed, obviously. Come on, I think. Between putting Ferrari on maybe a piece of merch and then having an actual Ferrari field with a bullet hole in it, I don't see how they could be offended. I don't see how they could be offended. Let's go and see how Isaiah is doing. In the store, I know a lot of people have been coming in, even with all the craziness. I've been sitting on a protein shake with some caffeine and yo, what's up? What are we doing with the car, man? We gotta get that thing dialed in. Where's the insurance?
I need the license plate frames. I don't know where they're at.
The license plate frames?
Well, not the frames, but the actual license plates.
You know what the plate is? It's in the car.
I mean, here you have the
White diamond.
The old plate?
Carbonado. Hardness 10. This is aluminum oxide here. It's a Dremel drill bit. And will not scratch.
The fans in here, all the other boys in the back trying to beat. You're never gonna beat that score. Just give up. It's never happening. You know, the first trick is you gotta play about 10 races to get the points, to get the car built up. And then you gotta start trying to beat my score. Because it ain't gonna happen with a stock car. Yeah, and the process. Yeah. If someone finally beats my score here at the age, you put in real work. Because you gotta build it up. You think you could do it? I think you could do it. So you're light enough. You're like the Superman chair. Well, you want me to sign something, right? Yeah. And I feel happy. Let's do it. I got you. I got you. It's like a roller coaster. After that, really, that one would be okay, but I think honestly, do you want it on off and a half or do you want it under? This one is still good. If I do it under, it's more wearable. So let's just do black. Yeah, hold on. This one, thank you, sir. Give it up for 2 seconds. We'll do this. Boom. I appreciate everybody coming in. So,
this whole thing's a brown carbonado diamond. I'll try saying them out loud when I show them here. Showing you the hardness. Has a hardness of 10. It's about as big as 2 of my hands. It's an alluvial deposit diamond. It's the part of the earth that is brown opaque and has hardness 10. Because when you do that, it grinds off the aluminum oxide like dust. It does that and doesn't get at the surface. It means it's harder than this. Harder than this here.
It sounds like Asian, but it's like
yeah, so you know, feel free to correct us on the pronunciation.
This is purple, deep purple in person. Or no, actually deep red. Sorry. Yeah, deep red. It's just hard to see right here.
Hey guys, I think you guys are a little closer in. Like, dude, there is no. On what planet This is white. One thing white is his shirt. Well, his shirt's kind of blue.
Kind of see the red,
Yeah, you're white for sure, but the right
but it's a very deep, opaque red.
There's
There's probably some black in it,
something in there, my man.
but that red right here is
Yeah, the Italian mailman. Let's see.
everywhere on it. Like this is red, black's red.
I saw mom and stepdad when he's hell. Wow. This video is sponsored by Ancestry.com.
This powder's off.
This should be a photo, but good thing Dave's NOS bottle from the Bentley has a pressure gauge. I hope they just left that valve open so that while it's in here, and it's like 1,000 degrees in here sometimes before they. Well, I don't think so. I think
This powder's red off.
and hopefully just left it
There's no need to go deeper once you see
it gets warm
some
in the morning.
streaks. Once you see a streak, there's no need to go deeper. I have to keep telling myself that because I'll forget and go really deep, and it's there's strong forces. The Mohs test doesn't equivalent for any amount of pressure, really, just enough to get a streak or a scratch like that. It's a Mohs test there.
We go. Ready? Ready? 1, 2. Gotta take multiple photos. Thank you.
Can't wait to see you guys.
Pink.
By the way, Isaiah and Guy
Carbonado.
brought in a whole bunch of new merch, and we have the
Carbonados let
we got
light
Racing Club green
into them
obviously some of the neutral skills
like
here.
this
You've seen some of this new
when they're
shade.
opaque.
But we have a bunch of stuff that you
I
guys
forget what
have.
it's called, but
We have the new hats, the Compton Racing. These are flying off
the surface will let in
the classic.
light,
Add a few of the green
and it will bounce back, giving it its reflection.
is fire, bro.
Any amount of reflection is that
See Isaiah.
functionality of the stone here.
Come see the boys and come see me because I'm here for the next few days.
Or something like that.
I apparently need to sign some more, just a few of the books. Thank you for coming.
Powder's right off.
Appreciate you. Good to meet you.
And people on YouTube really need to start, or people that post videos on like I do,
Joking.
really should start using the techniques that I'm using, because I can't even watch them.
Thank you to whoever came by and did that.
I can't watch all these videos on YouTube on rocks.
I mean, they're all nice. This is a really good shot you can draw. I like the way that the lights coming in on the front and it kind of shades the back.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Cinematic, man.
These are like $1 million stones here, every single one of them.
Bro, some of these videos that I get to kind of reminisce that we've done, we have so many epic drives coming down the pipe because we're going to go completely. EV is coming to a city and a town near you. Comment below where you'd like us to come. Anywhere on the planet. I just want some new adventures. I had a blast on Gold Rush, but I've done the U.S. so many times. It is time to get outside of the United States, even Canada. Just not the perk. I'm trying to find the original plate, which was in here, because I put it in here.
Red carbonado, deep red.
See?
I'm working on.
But I told you, remember, it was still attached to the actual plate frame. Now, that was the only one that I saw when I got it.
Then there's carbonado diamonds that are like this,
Well, no, because, well, yeah, I guess.
that have hardness 10. I'll show you.
Well, not really. I don't know, do you count the dealership's name making a plate as Porsche? It's not really from
And some,
Germany. It's just that
yeah.
Canada-
You saw that right there?
Canada Porsche dealership made
This line
enough, to be fair.
looks a little brown, right?
We'll get you some Porsche.
Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just me.
In fact, I have a Porsche hat I can give you. Hey, bro. If you order another one of these,
Diamonds will
you
mis-
get somebody here
uh,
that makes this for Isaiah.
Definitely freaking
So this is all done properly. Just get someone to come here.
hurt your feelings sometimes, because
Whatever it takes.
it's hard to identify
We
them.
got more people. More people coming into the HQ. It is a toasty one today, boys and girls. It is a toasty one.
And this is it's a thing of quartz right here, countertop. And this scratches the same amount of pressure.
I'm good. That's
Same amount of pressure scratches that.
Get 17 grams of protein with a slice of lightly breaded chicken bites.
Patients make a choice between harder teeth or having sensitivity protected teeth. Now, it happens.
And quartz is a normal rock you can come across.
24/7
These are diamonds that I'm showing you. These are all rough diamonds.
Style and substance.
Like I polished this one a little bit.
Sierra.
I'll try scratching for you.
Get 0% APR plus 2,600 total value on this Sierra 1500 model.
See that? Yellow or brown, orange. I'm not sure which one it is.
Wait, how does these
Might be
things
yellow.
work together?
Looks like you can just scribble.
great. Food arrived, trying to go healthy, so we go Mediterranean. We got some chicken kebab, some rice, and just a little bit of hummus. I won't eat too much hummus. There's a lot of oil in that. But it is hopping in here. People coming in from all over. Again, shout out. We love you guys. Thank you for coming to visit us here in Compton. I'm just trying to get a few bites in. I've been up since 4 a.m. Today was my travel day here, so I haven't eaten.
This says marker on it.
I was obviously going to say hi to everybody. Look who's back.
Some diamonds are harder than 10. Harder, they have harder hardness.
So he's got a full program that he's going to do on the car, and it obviously incorporates.
Because I can tell because
into the livery.
it's hard to get it
And this is like, you know,
mark
Mercedes,
even off onto the corundum or onto the diamond, because the corundum I'm using here is just I need to use more force to even get a scratch or to even get it to grind off
yeah, they look great.
from this here corundum.
I like the detail that they did.
So this is
They have a little bit just on the inside.
you can see the light going in the rock a little bit on top, a minimal amount,
Yeah, they killed it.
because I was saying carbonado diamonds, their surfaces allow light into them,
Where you guys from?
and in this one you can see
What's up, man?
the light allowing to be
Life is too short.
absorbed into the rock a little bit on the surface, like a fingertip or something.
The SVJ. So, as you've probably seen, unless you live under a rock, there's some crazy stuff going on, especially in Los Angeles. And there were some, they call them riots. I don't think it got anything completely out of control, but there were some riots in our neighborhood. And the SVJ was at a car show in LA for Happy Jewelers at a Happy Jewelers booth. What was it called? SoCom? SoCom, I believe it is. It was a car show at a big event. And Avo, our buddy with Go-Masters, was bringing the car back on the flatbed and ran into the outskirts of what was this riot. And it was in this
See, it's
area.
just rubbing off.
He didn't want to bring the car, obviously, through it. So he went and dropped the car off at our good friend Nick's shop. That's Volume 2 Wraps. So we're going to go pick it up right now. Bring it back because, as you can see, there's no riot. Well, we've somehow gotten ourselves a little bit of a shock dog.
Yeah, no scratch.
Where's the second one? Oh my God.
This thing's a alluvial diamond also. It's very light for the size of hardness 10. You can see meteorites have shit like this, like dark spots of it being on fire. But this wasn't quite on fire. This was smoldering though. You can see it. It's not a meteorite. I don't think it's from space. Because things from space have an outside coating more than that. And so, but this was under extreme pressure and heat. You can see that right here with the brown spots, and it smoldered effect on the. I mean, could have just looked like agate to you guys, but I really know my stuff. Really know my stuff. I know myself. Oh. Oops. No scratch. Or I was just waiting a little bit in case, because some course or take a little bit, or a couple seconds for the 1 or 2 or 5 seconds, 6 seconds for the scratch to come back. But I was going in there deep, using pressure on this. Didn't do nothing here. But I'll do it one more time here. I like scratching stuff. I'm trying to scratch it. I'm doing like a tattoo gun amount of pressure, if that makes sense. Let me do that one more time because I didn't scratch right there. I scratched it over here. Try figuring out a good place I can reserve this not scratching. Here. That's powder. No scratch. And again, carbonado's got light in them. So you can see the light like right here. This is applying it into the surface of it. It's even great information I'm giving you. I got red alluvial diamonds here. Red carbonado, opaque. This one's harder than 10. A 10. You can see by how easy it'll start abbreviating. Well, the harder it is, the more pressure you need to even apply for it to rub the crunum off of the stick. So this might just be on 10.
The same dude, the Black Series. You know what's crazy? Dave's car comes with park sensors. The Black Series doesn't.
Nice smooth surface right here. Do you see that?
The Black Series is a
Just comes off.
camera, but it doesn't have any of the sensors, which Dave's car does, and it's actually super convenient.
These are individual red diamonds in a matrix of black and a red diamond. This whole thing inside and outside and the whole thing is a diamond rough, alluvial diamond that can just be cut or polished.
Not this, but do you see this?
Yeah, I wouldn't even be able to hit this with the hammer and break it. I'd have to put it to a tile saw
This is an S.
with the Manchuri drill wheel.
What do you got going on over here? We got 296, 570, 600 LT, the Aston Vantage, your sweet Furcon, and what project's over here? Can I show this or no?
Here's a black alluvial diamond.
Dude, this is sick.
You can see the matrix in it, or you can see the structure of it is triangles or close to it. Very close to it. Triangles. It's like a 2.2 pound black diamond.
I'm just messing with you.
Opaque. Best quality right here are opaques. There's red opaques. There's every color of the rainbow. And silver and metallic color opaque diamonds. They are. They really are. What else have I found in a diamond? Gold. I found gold in a diamond.
Nice work, brother. You killed it.
Matter of fact, let me show you. Let me show you a metallic diamond, okay?
Oh yeah, thank you for scoring my car, by the way. I do really appreciate you doing that. Avo was.
And I didn't say it was blue, did I? Because this is a blue metallic diamond here. I'm kind of scared to put this up to you. This right here. And polished surfaces, you don't want to get a streak going on polished surfaces. It's too much force, friction. But glide it across like you're putting a quarter to it and lap it away. If it doesn't scratch, you know what you're doing. Blue metallic and red opaque. You can see that better.
Thank you for fixing the PPF. I'm filming the vinyl part just to mess with them.
It's like $1 billion stone right here. We call it the Superman diamond.
That's what he was talking about. That's why I'm pointing that out. All bullshit aside. Thanks, all of you. Appreciate you doing that. Dude, I really am not gonna lie. I really fuck with your hurricane rat.
Then there's
Honestly, I think
diamonds
honestly did everybody dirty and
will resemble corundum, but have the hardness of 10. So in no way, shape, or form is this sapphire or ruby or whatever that is. Let me show you here.
You tell the girls. When you fix your makeup, just get down on your knees and look at my door.
Because it's harder than the stick.
What a good looking car. It's also golden shower hour, as we like to call it. And don't worry, I know. The color on the wheels. We're gonna
Richest channel on YouTube right here. At least.
I need a little pick me up like a coffee. Nick needs a little pick me up. I am gonna run down to Starbucks. Thanks again. Gotcha. This thing is gonna be extremely loud. Start incoming. Oh, it's locked. It's locked. You gotta blow the tunnel apart. Collapses on the Porsche.
This is red in person.
Well, let me explain what happened here. The Porsche is buried under a bunch of white rubble. Oh man, I got legs and my legs are still sore. Alright. Thank you, sir. Well, we got radio. Who's listening to radio? Let's start.
Here's a brown alluvial diamond. Opaque, carbonado.
Should be somewhat doable. Try not to take down Nick's little light tunnel or whatever you want to call it. This looks kind of cool. It's like Gardo gray. As far as the way it looks, it's cool looking. What do you guys think? I don't love that it's a V6. I'm with everybody on that. That's lame. Would have been a little sick if it was still a quintuple V8. Or even better, if they had the balls to put a V12 in a naturally aspirated V12 in a mid-engine car that wasn't like the Ferrari.
Harness 10.
$4 million. This is really tight.
Because they look, diamond roughs can resemble old, aged corundum. Like billion-year-old corundum. How about that? Or like 3 billion-year-old corundum. That's literally what diamond roughs look like and can resemble. Black diamonds are a little bit. On the other hand, black diamonds can resemble just regular stones or pebbles. That are rounded and don't resemble corundum at all, but there are thousands of variations of diamond corundum. Thousands. Diamonds, there are thousands of variations in different ways they look. Like here's a multicolored diamond asteroid from space. Has a density of 2.71. Has a hardness of 10. It's opaque. And I'll show you it doesn't get scratched by corundum.
And we have a total of 85 40.
Foolproof.
It's expensive.
See that? From space is a diamond asteroid. Well, technically it's a diamond meteorite. But I know it's an asteroid because of the density and hardness. Asteroids are diamonds. Well, I'd say unless they're water, they have water on them. Then they're, yeah. I know way too much. I taught myself this shit. Google really isn't up to date on diamonds at all. But no one is. I might be the most advanced person there is on this earth.
Rocket thing take off because they have a little launch pad over here, and that bad boy is gone. I'll put a little clip in of it. Actually.
And these are all assets. All of these right here. Not even liquefied.
The HQ here in Duncan, we're watching SpaceX launch rockets into space, man.
Here's an interesting diamond. Like a structural piece of the diamond structure in the earth, I'd assume. You know what I'm saying? I think you like this one. You better appreciate this one. Like that. That's a diamond. This is like the top structure. This is the top of the structure of the fucking diamond in the earth right here, and it gets rounded off. How the fuck do I have this? You can only fucking put one of the two together. One or two together here. See that? Or like a, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Brown opaque structural integrity of the diamond structure in the earth at the time. So it was the building blocks of the diamond right here.
Oh, you guys, it's so destroyed. At what point do I turn this off and actually try to repair it?
And it probably is. Fuck, it was probably mined. It was probably mined. I'm not even joking. Or alluvial deposit, which is just miraculous to even be in my collection right now.
And replace it because it can't stay on forever. After so many years, it gets brittle, and more importantly, the adhesive actually gets really bad for the paint. Now, I believe my car's still PPF, but I would have to confirm that with different solutions. And it's PPF, and then the vinyl's on top of that. But I don't know how often PPF stay on for. So the question is,
like here's it. For instance, yeah, I can start showing you what I mean by billion-year-old corundum. This is looking like corundum here, right? A little bit. It's actually an impact diamond,
Color scheme is there
and harder than corundum.
would like to see on this car.
But I'm trying to show you here that the different variations of corundum-looking diamonds, diamond roughs, that no one would ever suspect.
Honestly, the female livery that was on this when we did it for the European gumball, it just looks so good on this car. I mean, you can pretty much wrap this in dog food and this thing will look good.
And that right here does not count as a scratch.
With the white wheels,
Scratches, you can put your fingernail in a scratch. It says surface abrasion,
What livery? Drop it in the comments.
imperfection from the. That's a scuff, if anything. I barely see anything. If you can't physically put any amount of your finger in there, it's not a scratch.
I went to Experian. See these cards with no ding decline? Your credit won't take a ding.
Okay, let's find some pieces that look like corundum.
Get the Experian app now.
They're right here.
It's time to rev your engines and feel the rumbles. Fall Ride is back in Tampa. The 3-day event kicks off September 11th with a tribute featuring live music.
Pieces that look like corundum
Then on September
that have hardness to 10.
10.
Billion. Okay, so any rock on Earth that is a billion years old or plus is a diamond. It could be agate diamond, it could be a basalt diamond, it could be corundum diamond, a ruby diamond. Ooh, a ruby diamond. Wow, that's literally how diamonds are made.
Road trip. Garrett's first
Er,
road trip. You think I'll beat you guys there?
there is a freaking way, guys. I'm telling you that right now.
I'm gonna wheel. I'll see you guys there. What did you see? What happened? Oh, you drive for a while? Did you? I have a gift for you. His name's Guy. He's gonna stay here and fix this for you. Dad, he's your tire guy. You're a guy. Just their tire guy? You sure? I'm in your car. I make a chat. We'll help you out.
There's a couple indents there that I can't get my finger in to wipe the dust away.
Are you hungry? That's what you drive it there, too. Actually, you need to go for Long Beach.
This thing is about an inch and a fourth, or inch and a half. That's about an inch, almost. Very extravagant. Looks like yeah. Well, looks like whatever. Looks like a fucking agate. Looks like a goddamn agate. Pieces like this that look like a certain style. I can't remember the name. But I'm saying, yeah, there are diamonds that are out there. Let me just say this last time. There are diamonds out there that are 3 billion years old that are regular rocks. Just like this. Like this is a, I forget the name of it, but it turned into a diamond fossil. A regular rock can turn into a diamond fossil somehow. That's how it works. That's why there's thousands of variations of rocks. or diamond rocks. I mean. See if I can zoom in or something. There we go. Now there's spots where I can't put my finger in there to wipe away the. Let me just do one more time here so you can see. See like that spot right there? So the rest is wiped off. This whole thing used to be another rock, but is from billions of years grew into another diamond.
And he's such a good spirit, but it is hard. Like losing a leg, could you imagine? Everything is way harder. When he's the washroom, you know, the car.
How do I know that? Because I identified it as a diamond first. Then I looked at the variation of what kind of diamond it is, and yeah, and it resembles another kind of rock already presented on the earth here. So that's how it works. That's literally how it works, guys. Really fucking mastermind. Here's another corundum diamond variation. Oh yeah.
Regular vehicle, like a luxury car. But it definitely getting like quicker with it. It used to take me like, gosh, that car would take me like 2 seconds. Oh, really? How many else you're confident? Because it was so it doesn't go on fall. Well, dude, if you fall in like barely, like this one breaks or cracks or fall right on it.
Okay, what else here? Another. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I have some here.
Just be careful. But no, it's really the sensitivity of
Where there's diamonds like this, like that look like historical artifacts or arrowheads. A lot of those really are misconceived as arrowheads or that are actually a hardness of 10. I'll tell you that right now. There's a lot of misconception out there. I'll literally be able to go on YouTube and be scrolling on rock videos. I'm looking at these rocks. And there's times before where I've seen the arrowhead that was carved out of diamond, a black diamond, or something that looked like a Native American artifact. Like materials like this have a hardness of 10. So now I don't collect arrowheads or artifacts like that, but nor do I scratch them to even know. But does it not look like the same material? I just won't scratch. It won't scratch. And this whole thing is a gray, brownish white carbonado opaque diamond.
it's gone. Did you hear that? Did you guys hear that? Oh my god, that was so small to damage.
This would be a pink diamond corundum because of the resemblance. Let me show you that it's a diamond. See? This whole thing is a diamond. Just isn't polished. I hope one of my viewers right now has the ability to do something and freaking with their rocks or with their collection, be able to identify their stuff, because it's not really a severity, but also I guess I'm networking a little bit here, trying to network and not help anyone, but if someone wants to make money and has the money, it takes money to make money, and I'm here for opportunities, whatever. But I'm gonna get off this live.